Welcome to this brand new episode of the Money, Mindset and Miracles podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Smith. This episode, I am going to share with you my exact strategy for generating consistent months of 5k in your business. I cannot wait for you to dive into this content. Kind of chuckling to myself about this because I'm going to attempt to share with you my exact strategy for generating consistent months of 5k regardless of the business you actually run. And the reason why I'm chuckling about this is that I have delivered this content so many times, but I have always delivered this content using visual slides. So I am going to share with you the exact strategy, but without slides and just using the power of my voice. So let's see how we get on. I would say for this particular episode, I would grab a pen and a piece of paper. It's quite a practical episode. You will be figuring this out for yourself. So let's just talk about why generating 5k is important in your business. From the years that I have worked and supported female entrepreneurs to grow their business, 5k is the kind of significant amount that people have in their heads. Like, if I can get my business to 5k, I've made it. From my own personal experience of working with clients, what I've discovered is that if you can figure out how to get your business to reoccurring months of 5k, you can actually scale your business really easily from that point on. So it's not the vanity number, it's about really giving your business the opportunity to have that longevity that we all want. Hopefully you've got a pen and a piece of paper now. I know that's a bit unusual on a podcast, isn't it? Normally you're allowed to just walk around freely and listen to this content, but I really do want for you to understand this strategy. And obviously it's a podcast. You can come back to it as many times as you want. This strategy will help you to eradicate feast and famine, which, let me just explain what that is if you're not sure. Feast and famine is something that business owners can experience in the business. And feast is when you have got money coming in, you've got clients coming in, you are busy, it's the good times. The famine part is the opposite, and that is when sales are slow, client traction isn't quite working. And when I first came into business, I experienced feast and famine all the time. The good times were great, the low times were bad. And it's exhausting to run a business like this. And the beauty of the model, the strategy that I'm going to share with you today in this podcast is that actually what you can do is you can eradicate that feast and famine. You can give yourself a really healthy baseline so you're no longer worrying about money coming into your business because you have it guaranteed. It's so important. It stops being exhausting. It gives you the head and the heart space to develop your business into the area that you want to, which is into growing, into expanding, into being creative and getting your business really starting to scale. So let's get into it. Whenever I run this as a live masterclass, I always ask my audience to get connected with what earning 5k from your business will actually mean to you. And the reason why I do this is really, really simple, is that I could be talking about this, you could just be listening to it, and then the chances that you actually take any action is a little bit slim. And what I really want for you to do, because this strategy is so easy to implement and for you to grasp, is that I want for you to take some action. I want for you to have that energetic connection to what it would really mean to you as an individual, as a business owner, to be generating consistent months of 5k. So just write that down, or even just say it out loud, what it would mean to you generating consistent months of 5k. Now you are energetically connected to the possibility of earning 5k. Now, I have shared this strategy so many times. I have had people challenge me and tell me that they can't use this model in their business, and in particular, running a live event. Do you remember those? A live event pre-COVID, and I had a yoga teacher and she said, this model's great, but it won't work for my business. And I was like, okay, let's have a go. Let's have a go actually at figuring out if this is going to work for your business. And that's what I want for you to do today, is for you to come at this with a level of possibility, with a level of like intrigue, like how can I make this work for my business, regardless of what kind of business you have. So the first thing I want you to think about in this strategy is about having 3 lanes of traffic coming into your business. And the lanes are just like the lanes on a motorway here in the UK. So you've got your slow lane, you've got your middle lane, which is, if we're talking in terms of motorways, that'd be a overtaking lane, and then you've got your fast lane. And it's one of the simplest ways to break down how to organise your business, how to maximise the results coming through the door so that you can really scale your business. So if you're actually doing this exercise with a pen and piece of paper, you can draw this out. You can draw 3 lanes and label them slow lane, middle lane, fast lane. Okay, have you got that? This is how simple this model is. The slow lane represents all your low-priced offers. These are the offers that are low risk for your audience to come and work with you. They're like kind of dipping the toe in the water to see if you are for them. And even though it's a low risk and a low price offer, you're going to be delivering really brilliant content in this. And it's often what I call a hell yes offer, like a hell yes offer for your clients who are like, oh my God, of course I want this. It's got everything I need. It's like a really low price and it's low input. Maybe if you've been creating freebies for a little while, you decide to turn one of your freebies into a mini course, and you maybe have that mini course at like £27. Put it together once and you sell it multiple times. It could be an ebook. It could be a bunch of recordings. It could be a one-off masterclass. There are so many creative things that you could actually put into this. So it's low price, low risk for your clients, and low input from yourself. The middle lane is where you put in your group offers. Your group offers is where you are working one-to-many. This is your programs, courses, boot camps, memberships, subscriptions, mastermind, retreats, events. And again, it's kind of medium input. So you are delivering it to a group of people. And then the third lane is your fast lane, which is all your VIP work. This is your one-to-one work. This is where your clients get the most level of support and contact with you. And yeah, this is high input. So you've got your 3 lanes now and your 3 different types of offers that you put in each individual lane. One of the most important things for you to know about the middle lane, this is your opportunity to eradicate feast and famine. So in the middle lane, you could be creating offers where it's a membership, a subscription, a payment plan, something where you are getting a reoccurring monthly amount. So this becomes your bottom line, like that amount of money, regardless of whatever else happens in your business or in life, this is the amount of money that you are getting every single month. Now, one of the exercise that I always do is to give you 2 examples of how you can use this strategy to generate £5,000. So the first example I've got is like your typical online business. Maybe you're a coach, consultant, some level of expertise. You could be a designer, a web creator, anything. This is an example of how you can generate £5,000 really easily every single month. You've got your 3 lanes of traffic. In this example, you sell 10 £97 Hell Yes offers in your slow lane. So you sell 10 of those. That generates you £970. Woohoo! Great. In your middle lane, you have already got set up and operating a membership at £50 per month. And you've got 40 members, and that's generating £2,000 every single month. So Feast and Famine no longer exists. You've got £2,000 regardless of what comes in. And then over in your third lane, in the fast lane, you've got one VIP client who's paying you £2,000, and that gives you a monthly income of £4,970. So maybe in this example, the only thing that you have been promoting is your Hell Yes offer and maybe your VIP work, because your membership already exists. So that's one example, and obviously you can play around with this and see how you can make this work for you. And then the other example, and this is the interesting one, this is pre-COVID, and this is the yoga teacher who was like, right, okay, how can you make this work for my yoga business? So again, the 3 lanes of offers. In the slow lane, she is running a one-off workshop at £50 per person, 20 people booked, that's £1,000. Brilliant. The middle lane, remember this is a yoga teacher, she has her weekly classes that she runs 4 classes every single week with 20 students who are paying £8 a week over a month. And that gives her a reoccurring amount of £2,560 every month. Brilliant. So what about her fast lane? Well, what she created through the work that we did together is that she created a retreat at £300 per person. She had 20 people booked for it. They were on a payment plan where they were paying £100 over 3 months. So every single month for 3 months, she generated an additional £2,000 per month. And all of that amounted to £5,560 per month. So I hope you can see how easy it is to start to think about your business in a completely different way, and help you to see how you can eradicate feast and famine from your business. Let's also talk about why this model is important. If you think about all of the activities that you do to get a client, it takes a lot, doesn't it, nowadays? You do all the marketing and you do all the relationship building. This is somebody who really you love working with and you really resonate working with them. You want to keep them in your world as long as possible and for as long as is appropriate as well. So the idea of using this particular strategy, this model, is it's about allowing somebody who's a warm lead to come into your world and for them to move through your business. So what happens often is that you will get somebody who has been in your world for a little while, they see your like hell yes, slow lane offer, and they're like, I'm on it. This is amazing. I want to be part of this. Wham, I'm in there. Brilliant. So they come and work with you in this slow lane, and then you upsell them to a middle lane offer. Fantastic. They come into the middle lane and maybe that's all they do. Other clients will go right across the entire model. They'll start off in the slow lane, they'll go to your middle lane, and then they'll move into your fast lane. Brilliant. That's awesome. And then this model also supports those people who are like looking at your group offers, they're looking at your like hell yes offers, and they're like, yeah, that's really interesting, but I'm not actually interested in any of that because I want fast results and I want to work with you privately. And that's where your fast lane offers come into. And this is where you offer 1 or 2 opportunities where people can come and work with you privately. So not only does this particular model and strategy give you consistent months of high income, it gives you the ability to scale your business, it eradicates feast and famine, it also gives you this really beautiful customer journey where people can come in and they can stay and work with you. This is what we're looking for in our businesses, isn't it? We want to make all of our actions, all of our visibility, all of our marketing to actually have that long-term impact on your business. So I hope you have got some inspiration from me sharing this. If you have loved this episode, I would love for you to subscribe to this podcast so you do not miss a thing. In my Facebook group, every Thursday at 1 o'clock is a live masterclass and Q&A where I will be specifically talking about strategies that will help you to grow. Join me live, get your questions answered and get some more ideas about how you can grow your business to 5 figures as gracefully as possible. Check out the show notes for details about my free group. Make sure that you're a member so that we can get connected in person. Okay, until next time, bye for now.